Hi YouTube, hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Excuse me a moment, I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. Cheers. Another kitty found a home. She wasn't scared at all, and I thought she would be one that would really freak out. She was like the most spoiled one, the little white one. But the guy says, I think my wife is going to like her. And that little cat, she just took right to him, which was surprising. He did have my coloring, kind of dark hair, dark eyes, so that might have been a plus, because I know animals can see colors. There's dogs that have like color-coded commands, different things that they've used now to prove all that. Some people think that it's limited. It's probably more than ours. Who knows, right? But anyway, then I have some more people coming to look. So we're down to 3, 2 boys, 1 girl left. So anyway, that's good news. So what I'm thinking on today is for how I even have to remind myself often of just the miracle of not only being a human being, life on this planet, but the miracles, everyday, everyday miracles that we pass up, like in the Kabbalah or mystic schools or Christianity, religions, they'll teach you, of your faith and having faith in God. But how much faith do we really have in God, and that He made us like Him? In my mind, it's like envisioning what you want and making it happen. I know that sounds, you know, like a lot of people say it all the time. But I think we forget to do that. I think we forget the visions that God gives us to have faith, of actual things that have taken place in our life, or days of deja vu, or things that aren't coincidences that seem so miraculous. I think the whole mystery is, to me, not only lacking in faith, but for yourself, envisioning things for yourself. I think we all forget to do that an awful lot. The so-called world leaders, they got this stuff down pat. They know they know how to work within the ether and in our lives and with each other, but they want that control to contain us. I was thinking about something else. I think no matter where our spirit is, we always need a container. God puts us in a container like blood, because if we didn't, we'd leak out, if you see what I mean, like restrains. It's kind of like reining your horse back on a rocky creek bottom where it might be scared and start or want to run, or restraining your horse so it doesn't break its leg on a field full of gopher holes, or that type of thing. That God actually has us in a container, like safe, because I believe that none of us, even though we're going through pain, are actually, our souls aren't. This is the flesh. This is to teach us how to coexist the way God wants us to, not how Satan wants us to. And really, with physical injuries even, do you believe the Christ Spirit can help you overcome these things, or don't you? Is this a reality in your life at any time? And even if we have like emotional scars, like trauma-based emotional reactions to life, how are we working through them, and how do you deem, is mine worse than yours? See, it seems to me like so many people on this planet are in the mindset of my pain is worse than yours. It seems like none of us are unafflicted, that we all have some kind of health issue that we're working through. I think a lot of it, for the ones that have been through trauma and that type of thing, that was intentional to set you back. And for some of you, it has set you back. And you don't see the attack that was put upon you. You're just angry that it was, for a lot of people. You know. So. But I ask you, where is your faith? What level is that on? Do you just know, like if you go to apply for a job, you just know you're going to get it? Or if you want to, say you want it, something as simple as going to get a library card, and you set this goal that you're going to do in an hour or a day or 2 days, I'm going to do it. Or on Monday, I'm going to do it on Monday. And then you do that on Monday. It works out. Do you ever envision anything that you're going to do, or see visions of somebody that you're going to see and you do? Or you're talking and you hear the lady on the news say almost identically something you just said. I don't see any of these mysteries as a mystery. I see it as a reality in this, if you want to think of it like a holographic atmosphere that our souls are contained in. I think there's so much more, but we can work within this. And I know it's easy to say because, and I've been homeless with kids on top of a mountain, and even worse situations, that the miracle of it all, of God orchestrating what I needed at that moment, no matter what. And I ask again, where is your faith? And if you don't think that took some damn faith, but do you think I was cussing God out? This is where we have to determine, and what that took would freak you out. And I boiled water and went down a mountain and got, so I could keep my children clean every day. I had this wash tub, this oval one, and I'd put it on the fire and warm it up, and I had rinse water for them that was warm in 5-gallon buckets. Now, that was ice cold water, but I would wash a lot down by the creek because I was too tired to take care of myself any other way. I was up at night keeping the fire going because of the snow, and no tent or anything, just blankets. I made a makeshift place until I got a tent from an angel, but a human angel. But just the things, because there were wildcats out there and other varmints that wanted to take me off its mountain, you know. So, anyway, and I've been in situations where I've had physical injuries, not even supposed to be able to walk. And I still say, without my faith in God and knowing that Christ heals us from the inside out, he's trying to talk to people from the outside in through other people, but he's actually in our blood. Imagine that. You have another entity, well, two actually, in your body, in your blood, in your heart, in your mind, part of you, you know, although you're an individual soul. But just think how wild that is, that our Creator actually is right here inside you. Whoa, right? But think about the healing power of all that. Think about the connection of knowledge. If you want knowledge, do you want to learn? We never stop learning. Unfortunately, we'll always be His children. Sometimes people's egos can't grasp that, and because of their own experiences in life, if they find that really hard to accept, but it is a fact of what we're all going through. And some, like I would call the Nephilim, whoever, the Dark Cabal, they don't want to accept it because that's the decisions that they're making. That's who they are, you know. I had something more I was going to say about that, but see, even with all these mystery schools out there and the teachings of spirituality and the teachings of different religious orders and scriptures, gospels, that everything within people's cultures, they always have a faith-based system, no matter what. Even the satanic ones do, even though their leader is the father of all lies. So if you're following the father of all lies, you're probably going to be getting lied to, you know. I think the truth is probably a better path to take. You can always stand on the truth. It's firm. It's unfallible. You know, what you know to be true by logic and reason and scientific proof. Of course, science is a matter of guessing and men's opinions to a lot of extremes, especially when it comes to matters of the mind, the heart, and the soul. But tangible physics, we can say, like, definitively, a woman's body carries a baby in her womb, and no other creature, no, there's only one gender that does that, no matter what they want to call themselves, you know. So it's all such a miracle. And then they try to describe God in the flesh. When He came down into the flesh, that's totally stepping down to be with your offsprings, isn't it? And His Spirit's still here, working through us, you know. When He's fully awake and able to talk to people, the children that He loves, that I think He got sick of for a while because they killed him. Yeah, that would do it, right? So, but when He's awake fully, we'll know it because the rest of them will be awake too, you know? So, in the scriptures, it says the Gentiles were given the scriptures. The Jews were given the scriptures first. The Gentiles wake up first. So they don't need them like that. But they're denying Christ, and they're denying the commandments they were given. They're not following them, you know. There's people that follow commandments that are written on our hearts. The law of God is written on our hearts, period. No matter what culture you're from. So, Well, I'm going to get this uploaded. I just want to encourage people to work on the visions that you're given, envisioning for yourself, making plans, sticking to your plans. If they fall through, try again. Do not give up. If you knew how many times I've been thrown under the bus and left for dead, actually, you'd wonder how and why I would be doing this today. It's totally out of love for people that are suffering like I have, and to help you through that to recognize God within your heart and recognize other people like that and help them to envision and to be strong like that and to stand on that. You know, that's the part of, yes, you can only do so much within your environment, but if you ask him to never let go of your hand and to help you with your decisions that you have to make every second, let him guide you. You walk with him. You don't try and take the lead. You see what I'm saying? I hope you do. So, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.